Hello, this is Patrick. Welcome to Chart Built Wealth, Profitable Investing with Technical Analysis. I wanted to give you a brief update tonight on crude oil and energy stocks. Before I get into that, though, I just wanted to say I'm currently working with a new uh, consultant to help me produce my videos. I think the graphics will be better, the presentation will be better. But at the end of the day, I think the content has been pretty good and the recommendations have been pretty good. All the things that I'm still long and suggesting to you is working. From crude oil's really been flat. Uh, Marathon oil, we're in the black. Uh, Gold miners were in the black. Fixed income, when nobody wanted to own fixed income in June, I was bullish. That's in the black. China, I'm really interested in, and I may do an update tomorrow on that, and actually might have a individual stock recommendation besides the ETF that I'm currently recommending, FXI. REITs are working from the iShares IYR to NNN to AMH. All three of those have done very, very well. I got you out of utilities. Also, ABBV hit our price projection. I think it's slightly lower from here. I do have some concerns also about the market over the next month. So I'm very cautious on making recommendations, but I wanted to talk about, I like what we have. They should hold up well if the market doesn't do well, and they're going to do well if the market does well. So that's a pretty good scenario. But I wanted to talk tonight about crude oil. I think the potential here is really, really large. Is it a layup? Is it definitely going up? No, I don't know that yet, but we're in a tight consolidation, and I think you can begin to build a position here. So let's get into it. This is a 3-year chart on crude oil, and you can see the big upswing in 2021 and 2022. And a lot of times after that happens, actually it was from like 2019 to 2022, it skyrocketed. And after that, you can get either a decline or you can get a sideways consolidation. Well, this is turning into a sideways consolidation, which is a sign of strength. It's working off this overbought condition that we had back here in early 2022. And so, as this consolidation gets tighter and tighter, it builds up energy and it builds up energy. And when this breaks out either way, either up or down, it's going to break out in a major way, in a very quick way. And every technical trader will be on it at that time, whether it being long or short. So I have some reasons that I'm going to share with you why I think it'll be to the upside, but I'm building a position here. I've talked about it. I talked about it last weekend. I talked about it the weekend before that. Every day that crude oil is up, I sell a little bit. Let's say I sell 5 shares. Every time that it's down, and this is the actual futures, uh, I would suggest 2 ETFs, either OILK, which doesn't have a K1. So if you're buying it in a taxable account, that might be a good alternative. And USO is another ETF that is more liquid. So there's the advantage of that. Anyway, this is the actual price of crude oil. And every time it's up, I'll sell 5 shares. And then when it's down, I'll buy 10. When it's up, the next day, I'll buy 5. The next time it's down, I'll buy 10 on a daily basis. This is a weekly chart, so each one of these bars represents a week. Anyway, this is getting wound tighter and tighter. And I've been buying with the thought that if it breaks much below 70, on a weekly close that I'm going to take my loss and move on. I had to do that in the cannabis stocks, and thank God I did. Look where cannabis stocks are today. I took a small loss, and people still holding that or have lost a lot. Anyway, crude oil. My stop is weekly stop is Friday close is about 70, and this triangle is suggesting a $148 price projection. If it can break, if we can get up to 81, 82 on a weekly close, that would be a good sign on good volume that this uptrend has started. And, uh, that's a lot of upside. What would that be? That would be 70 points. That's about, I don't know, 90% potential upside. I won't be holding it for every tick. And as I always do, I sell when it's up and I buy more when it's down during an uptrend. But this is the setup, and it's big potentially. Why do I think it's going to go up instead of down? Well, we're going into a seasonally strong period here, maybe a week away in September, and in October. Historically, crude oil has gone up. That doesn't mean it has to, it's just a tendency, but it's one box that you check on the positive side. I'm fighting a little bit of a cold. I apologize. So seasonality is in our favor, and this is big. Sentiment. So when I look at uh, the traders report on different groups of future traders, the big boys with deep pockets, the institutional money that is the smart money that's in the business, and they hedge their products and things. They are the commercials. And you can see here that they are down to a really big, they're always long to some degree because they're in the business, but occasionally they get less short on this chart as you see the trend lines down here. And you can see right now, crude oil, the commercials, the smart money is at a big net long position, and they're expecting crude to go higher, and they have been over the last year. So, sometimes this takes some time, but eventually they're usually right. So, this is one other reason why I am bullish on crude oil. But getting back to that first chart on the symmetrical triangle, it's the pattern that's really dictating this to me. I like the reward to risk right here. With these other factors in my corner, I like knowing that my downside is 3 or 4%. My potential upside is, I don't know, 80, 90%. So that is the major reason. But I've been kind of dragging my feet on this because of the seasonality and because we've had some times when commercials have sold some, but now they're back down to a pretty one of their lowest. They're up. I'm sorry. They're at one of their highest net long positions. So I'm bullish on crude oil. I'm also bullish on very few energy stocks yet. They're all still in the consolidation also. And because I'm a little worried about market weakness in September, September historically is a weak time for equities. Uh, I am reluctant to recommend a handful of energy stocks at this point in time. Once they break out of resistance, I will certainly add to that. But Marathon Oil has been so far kind of the stellar performer, and it's broken outside of its 2 year symmetrical triangle and is holding there and showing some strength. So if you look at this symmetrical triangle and you measure from the base of the triangle and you project that distance upward, you come up with 41.50 to $42 on a $29 stock. That's a long way higher. I don't know, 50%, something like that. So from today's price, from Friday's close. So I like Marathon Oil. I also like Marathon Oil because it's one of the few energy stocks that's on a point and figure buy. It's got a bullish trend line in place. It's got after this explosive move upward in 2021 and 2022, it's gone horizontal. And again, that's a sign of strength. It's showing that it needs to work off this overbought condition, but instead of going down, it's going sideways. And so this is a pretty big consolidation. If it can get to 30, it's going to create a new buy signal and it'll give us a bigger price projection. So hold on to your hats if that happens. So those are all the reasons why I like crude oil and energy stocks, select energy stocks at this point in time. And thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to Chart Built Wealth, profitable investing with technical analysis. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your Labor Day weekend. Adios.